Welcome to the Burning Pallets Podcast, sponsored by Texsource. Here's your host, Ryan Boland.
What's happening, guys? Ryan here with the Burning Pallets Podcast, hosted by M&R, sponsored by M&R. Thank you guys for having us. Still at the Long Beach Trade Show, and a lot of the guys that we see running around, walking by, has been here all day. The past 2 days, and I'm sure they'll be here tomorrow. It's just a thing that screen printers do. Mike Coley, as always, and then we have a new guest that Mike brought with us, and we've actually, I guess, through TikTok, got you guys some stuff.
That's like a new affiliate-like program, so he's like one of the early adopters of us having affiliates and people being involved on that side of the business. But screen printing Matt, right?
Hey guys.
So you've got a shop. Go ahead.
How is your $12 water that you have in front of you?
It is very refreshing, actually.
Is it worth $12?
You know, I didn't realize that's how much it was, so I didn't even look. I just swiped.
Yeah.
Oops.
So are these? Is this water like the tears from a nearly extinct species in the Arctic or something?
Gotta be.
Yeah, they should
They should pay
sponsor.
for us.
Yeah, for sure. Proud source. Yeah, this better be really good water.
It tastes pretty good, actually.
Yeah, screen printer Matt, not screen printer Matt.
No, screen printing Matt.
So we got a screen printing Mike.
Screen printer Mike, yeah.
Screen printer Mike and AZ screen printing Matt.
It's hard to get. That can get confusing.
Yeah. So he's up from the AZ from Arizona,
Nice.
as you can see by his murdered out Cardinals.
Let's go.
Die-hard Cardinals fan.
Kyler Murray.
It's got to be tough.
So Kyler Murray reminds me kind of, I guess, our same situation with Bryce Young, right? No. Kyler Murray is better.
I think he got hurt, but
He got hurt, but he did pretty good. I mean,
he's hell on wheels.
yeah, our record does not reflect how good we could be. Maybe, who knows?
But I mean, Kyler Murray wouldn't be the same as
Kyler Murray's a little more athletic.
than Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Never mind. We'll go down a whole path on that because me and Adam are both Panthers fans, so it's
Okay.
But go ahead.
No, we're good. I mean that we have. I think the football game that's on right now has. I mean, you were here yesterday, and it was like shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it seems lighter today, and I think it's because of the football, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
In the rain, because I think one guy.
The rain, yeah.
Poncho was telling us that once it rains in California, everyone stays home.
Yeah,
Like how in the East Coast and the South, once it snows, everybody stays home.
right.
So you don't have to worry about the rain too much there in Arizona.
No, usually we get like a little month or so of what they call the monsoon
The
season.
monsoon season.
Yeah, and we get a bunch of things called haboobs, which are big dust clouds like from the movie The Mummy.
Yeah.
So Mike knows you better than I do. I do know that you follow us on TikTok, and we've gotten you some stuff, I guess.
Yeah, we like right before Christmas. We did the video, and he's got the poster. Did you see Poncho, the guy that we had on earlier? He is the inventor of the poster. So we talked about updating that and stuff.
Yes.
But you got the OG poster.
I got the OG, and I haven't hung it up yet because I haven't found the best spot. But everybody that comes in my shop wants to see it. So
Really?
yeah, everyone loves that thing.
Yeah, that's cool. Have you? And then I messed up because I had pulled like if I pull something from stock, but I'm going to put it right back. Like I don't tell anyone, because I just don't want to create this keeping up with it. So I pulled that from stock in the video, and we had this blade, like a 60-90-60 blade that was like on somebody had sent back, had it in auto, and then they shipped the order because we made an official sample order, which is a whole ordeal there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's some red tape. We got to work on that in 2024. And then I said, hey guys, when you see this poster order come through, because that's an oddball thing, we already shipped it. I'm like, what? I'm like, there's no blade in there. And I was like, okay, I'm screwed. So I call him, I'm like, dude, there's no blade. We showed you a blade, we didn't send you a blade. Did you know that?
I did not. So you
I didn't want to tell you.
Or what?
I didn't want to.
You should have brought one with you in your suitcase. And
I could have, I guess. But there's got to be
True,
blade
that's-
people.
yeah.
Hey, can you get a sample blade?
I probably could get a sample
Yeah.
blade.
So-
I use the metal blade, the metal
Yeah, he
squeegees,
does.
so I could just steal one off of there too, probably.
Yeah, just to try to make a video and then tag that on your thing, and hey,
Absolutely.
affiliation. Now, I'll have you like watch him. I'll show you some videos when he's printing.
Yep.
Dude, he's a pusher, right?
Okay.
Pusher.
Right, but he makes it look like when he's printing that he's printing like pudding every time. I mean, like
the
he's
ink-
just like
ink?
he's
Oh,
just
okay.
like this. He's like, watch her. Okay, when like it does a process print, he's like, and I'm like, but he's just like, so I don't know. Maybe you just got some sort of special power skill there, but
I've been pushing since I started. My first print I tried pulling, and immediately it hurt my lower back. So I was like, well, I guess I can't do this. And someone's like, no, just push it. So I was like, oh, okay. And I've been pushing ever since.
so how did you get into screen printing at all? I mean,
Okay, so me and my buddy Tim, we were in a club of some sort, and we would get shirts made all the time, and they would always be not very good.
wait a minute. Let me stop. You said a club of some sort. That sounds nefarious.
It could be. Well, he was in a different club than me.
It could be.
I was
Okay.
I was in a motorcycle club. He was in a car club.
Oh, okay.
And so we would get our
I feel better.
Yeah, and so we thought, how hard could it be to make shirts? So we went and bought, $6,000 worth of equipment from some guy going out of business, and that's how we started. Really, was making shirts for our clubs.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, someone's like, hey, can you make shirts for my
That's how it goes.
whatever? And I'm like,
It goes from one thing to the next, and like it's like word of mouth. It goes everywhere.
Yep.
It's a lot.
yeah.
Now, and another thing that I didn't find out, I saw a little bit. I thought like he was a fan, but that I didn't see until recently. He popped up on my TikTok as a completely different guy in a completely different genre, because he's like,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
he's like the game system guy. He's got the Smithsonian. Like, wait, just give me a round number. How many different game consoles do you have?
So are you like that guy who has the wall full of consoles and you have it built perfectly where you can see all the different ones?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you include handheld, like Game Boy, things like that, I probably have like 30 consoles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all still work.
And they all work, and they're all hooked up right now. I can play every single one just by pushing a button.
I had the Super Nintendo. Obviously, Mario Brothers. Everyone played that. And somehow through college, I lost that console and the cartridge and all
You
of
saw
it.
that hurt him.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite console of all time, the Super Nintendo.
That's one console that I lost. Also in college, somehow I had Nintendo 64. You know, that little triangle, little thing.
The little bat wing.
Yeah, I lost that console as well. I don't know. Obviously, it was stolen or throughout college or parties or who knows. Anyways.
You pawned it for beer.
No, heck, I
No?
would have done that. Not that.
So what games were you playing back then?
Obviously, the Mario Kart on Super Nintendo, and the Mario Brothers on the Super Nintendo.
yes.
And obviously, it's college, so you're drinking and
Anything you can
smoking or
play.
something.
Yeah, play party wise. I mean,
Super Nintendo Mario Kart was the
That's the
game
one.
because you'd have can you have 6 controllers? There's only 4.
there's only 4, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, one in each square.
That's-
and so
that's-
you can
that's the
see a
game.
guy coming up on you and shit.
Super
Like stealthy.
Mario was the game that you'd play by yourself until 4 a.m. trying to get to the next level. You finally beat it and you start over and you do the same thing again.
Yeah, I secretly, because I had kids, I secretly would buy my kids like a game console.
Yeah.
Because I thought, like, look, I grew up in this, computer, so I'm going to dominate. Like the old school Atari, like when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
But what happened was my kids quickly started killing me, and it became no fun, and I walked away.
Yeah.
And that was Nintendo 64, the Batwing
Yep,
thing,
Nintendo 64.
and GoldenEye was the game.
I have that complete in box, baby.
Yeah.
Do you ever? Are
He's-
you selling some of these? Or you try to keep them all?
I keep them all.
I'm sure you could sell those for mint.
Yeah, I have the greatest game of all time, which is The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past for the Super Nintendo. I have that complete in box.
You have like it's like gold, right?
It is. I could probably sell that for like $150 or something, and then I've got the original Zelda from the NES graded in a case, and that's probably like $400 or $500.
Now, how do you take this? Like, the screen printing in the business is a business of passion. Have you fully tried to make that more of like what you can do? I know there's like copyright and stuff like that, but there's got to be clubs and parodies and stuff like that I think that you could exploit, right?
Definitely. I'm not a huge art person. I've never been a good drawer.
I've been trying to help.
I know, and I'm learning. I'm trying to learn better, but I would love to somehow do that, like meld them both.
Artificial intelligence. My
Exactly.
friend.
AI just came out with that.
Yeah.
What is it called? AI, where you can type in something and it will
Chat GPT or whatever.
No, it's Midjourney and now they're even in Illustrator. They'll give you vector art, which is crazy.
Yeah. I can just make a little box, type in alien spaceship, and it will come up with 3 random alien spaceships that they draw right there. That's vectored art.
And you could put it in some sort of style genre or something like that. And then now he's all tore up because he didn't wear one of his printed shirts.
This is my favorite band, though. So I'll
Did you print that or not? Or?
No, I did not. I wish I did, because they sell thousands of these a month.
Well, maybe they'll see this and you're like, look, dude, I got you 100,000 views on this podcast.
Skylar from He Is Legend.
Legend.
He is legend.
So, because I don't know your complete background on everything, so you're screen printing. You're like me, don't like the artwork side, or you do like artwork?
I like the artwork side. I'm just not very good at it.
Okay.
I mean, I can do like basic stuff.
Okay.
I can make like this logo that you're wearing there, something like that.
I couldn't make this.
Yeah, you could. Or-
I don't do artwork. I
okay.
can't.
Yeah, but I've been watching Mike's stuff, and I mean, you should look on my TikTok how many things I've saved.
Yeah.
And gone back and added that to things I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? It's insane.
Yeah, and I love this part of it, and that's kind of like part of my job at Texsource is people that get into the business. The art side and the separation side is very difficult. There was one file that he sent me. It had like a cactus and shit on it. It was a ball buster because it had all this embedded stuff in there.
Yeah.
So literally, and I had dealt with it before, but it truly brought out my like forensic illustrator skills.
Yes.
Because sometimes you can go in there and Ryan's looking like, what the hell are you talking about?
You start talking artwork and you kind of lose me.
Yeah.
I need to learn it, and I should,
But he won't.
I just don't want to.
Yeah, he's not going to. But yeah, that was, I loved that dude though. I loved it because it was a puzzle to solve, and it was one that was not going to be done easily. So if I can be challenged, I was all about that. I think you were on live. He was on live.
I was on live.
And then he sent me the file, and I'm at home working on it and stuff. And then I sent it back to him, and it all worked out in the end.
Yeah.
And it printed out very well. Like, I could not figure out what was going on with those boxes in there.
Yeah, and long story short, those were like placed ghost masked images that you sometimes get from CorelDRAW when you try to convert it. And that's what I suspected. So,
So what kind of equipment are you printing with on? How do you...
Okay, so I'm in Arizona. So when I went into internet and typed in nearest screen printing equipment, Workhorse showed up.
Yeah.
Because they're right there. They're
Absolutely.
30 minutes from me. So I got a manual mock.
Yep.
It's a 4 station 6 color. I've got the Powerhouse Series 2 dryer, the bigger one.
Ryan knows all of this
I know,
because
yeah.
we were the big deal.
3009.
Yeah, yep. And then with the extension on it
Yep.
to make the belt a little longer,
Ooh,
which is
extension.
kind of nice.
Yeah.
Kind
Yeah.
of nice, especially.
It's
for,
a pretty good dryer.
yeah. The dryer's great. I never had a problem with it, and I've had it for like 3 years already. So
That's a big dryer for that manual. I mean,
It's one to grow into.
100%.
See, and that was the thing is I was thinking I'm going to get this, and then within the year I'll get an automatic, and then it just never happened. So
Well,
someday.
we're here to make that happen.
I know. That's what I hear.
Yeah, we're here.
Mike's
to,
got Mike's got a pen. We can sign you.
I got the M&R pin. I got the M&R.
Yeah.
No. Truly, well, our transition over to M&R. One of the things with the M&R was the price point of getting in on a new one. And that with the M&R Global and the copperhead press and all the crazy stuff that it can do, like
It's a nice-
that print.
It's a nice press. Yeah.
It does the print, flash, print back again, and then flash again, and then go around.
Talking about the indexing.
Yeah, that print flash function where you can just have the one in. I'm like, holy cow! That because the smaller press, then you don't have to have that second white that's sort of ubiquitous with auto printing. Is you always have to print two whites.
The highlight
This
white.
lets- yeah, or the touch white as we would call it. That eliminates that. So the technology there and the price point, like I don't know, it's like 15 grand or something.
For the
15 grand for that copperhead, the smaller one.
Yes, the smaller one, but I don't think you have the big print area with that one.
No, I'm talking about the one that's you can still do like 16 by 20 or something.
No, I think you're on up to 30s, 39,000.
No, that he just said I have it on. All right,
I mean, I'm wrong. I wasn't there for it.
where is he? Where's the guy?
Where is he? There he is, right there.
No, I can never think of his name, and we tried to play a game. The guy that does the M&R Global, Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
Herschel Walker. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get him over here. Hello, friends, and he'll tell us, But that sort of filled that space where Workhorse came in, and I don't know if that was part of the decision for Texsource to go to the Blue Crew, but it certainly fits our market because our whole company is about starting with the little shops and being there for them as they grow.
Did you take a class at Workhorse? Because they offer classes there.
I took a class. My original class was through Ryanet, and then
At their shop. Right.
at a shop in LA. It was called. It's still around. It's called Shirt Agency.
Gotcha.
With Cole, and then I did another one in Arizona with a dude named Fred from American Screen Supply. I don't know if you guys know them.
A man named Fred.
Get
him on here.
He's actually here. He's around the corner.
Oh,
somewhere.
shit. I was kidding, Fred.
Yeah.
Sorry, Fred.
Yeah, sorry, Fred.
So how are you doing with the shop? Do you have a niche market that you print for? You print local? Obviously local, but then...
Yeah, mostly I do a lot of schools, a lot of high schools, but my biggest thing is probably construction, concrete guys and AC and stuff like that, which I love, by the way.
You print on those yellow vests and all that stuff as well?
Yep, yellow, safety vests, safety colors, safety orange, safety green.
And then
they call it safety green, but I think it's yellow, but whatever.
Yeah, they safety green, but it looks yellow to my eye. But
and then black or red. Usually it's black or black and red on everything.
You have like a scandalous sort of customer too that I see on your press sometimes that has silhouettes of
yes, they're a huge
women.
client. They're a big client of mine.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on here.
No, you can.
Okay,
you can do whatever you want.
The Alaskan Bush Company. It's the most famous strip gentlemen's club in Arizona.
The Alaskan Bush Company.
Yeah, Alaska. It's called Abco, but Alaskan Bush Company.
Abco. It's Abco. Like I work down at Abco.
So,
honey.
I've never been big going to strip clubs, whatever. But with that name, I don't think I'd want to go to it that much. I'm sure it's great. They've grown. I mean, that's just not a.
It's somewhere you go when you're 18.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's the strip club in Charlotte that shut down? They tore down. I'm only asking you because you and I would know. It's a better name than. It don't matter.
Yeah. Yeah,
But that's pretty clever.
It is. Yeah.
I did a video recently where I was showing the print, but there was some words on there that maybe people didn't want to read, so I made a disclaimer. And I had people text or commenting, "Thank you so much for saying something." So I skipped your video, but I just wanted to comment on it just to leave you some support. So there was a lot of people that didn't want to read it. Apparently, I don't know.
Yeah, isn't there a restaurant in the valley, like a hamburger a restaurant called like Greasy Dick's
In Arizona?
Yeah. Somewhere in the valley, there's a hamburger place that serves. They're famous for the hamburgers.
Really? Not that I know. I know there's one called like Heart Attack something or another, and the bigger you are, the cheaper it is.
Yeah. If you're a fat bastard, you get it cheaper.
They have like a thing. They have
not lying.
They have a thing that you like squeeze through, and if you touch the bar and your back, you get like 25% off. Or something.
I'm all about that.
But didn't the guy, like one of their guys that was famous, he died?
I think
he had a big old heart attack.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was in the restaurant. I don't know how we got off on this thing.
Sorry.
So back to the screen printing, which is why we were all here. Did you just jump straight into the manual, or you told me you bought a used shop, right?
Yes, it was a used. There was no name on it.
Yeah.
It was Workhorse Colors, but it was very, very old, and there was welded pieces on it, like the guy had welded his own stuff onto it.
Yeah, all the old manuals, even no matter who you are, it's always you find certain things that, like you said, have been welded on, or certain ways where they change out the bolts and the Teflon screws and they put something else on. The older it gets, the more stuff you find tacked onto these machines.
Absolutely. And it worked well. It worked for me for a year and a half, and then I was like,
We were talking about this to the Leonard guys. The M&R manuals, they hold their value.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they do.
They are sturdy, and they hold their values for forever.
I can't wait to get that little cruiser. In fact, I'm going to say, Peter, are you going to go ahead and ship that to us after the show, that little cruiser there?
That's a long ways to ship. That's a long ways to travel.
Well, you just got to go back to Chicago anyway, right?
I brought my SUV. We could throw it in there.
You drove from it. How long of a drive is it?
The drive is like, if you're just pedal to the metal, it's like 5.5 hours. So it's not bad.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Our one salesman came to the show, and he got here last Friday. They went to Vegas. They drove from Vegas to
Scott.
He was telling me Disneyland. He did all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
He said he did the Grand Canyon, Vegas, did Disneyland, and then this. That's what he told me.
That's well, what's his nickname?
Scott Griswold.
Yeah.
Because he did this family vacation all around.
Yes.
He's like notorious for these, right?
Yep. But so, anything new with your shop that's going on? Anything you're trying to? I feel like the Nintendos and all those consoles could play a part, because Alan, our website guy, he loves video games, and he got into something where he was printing. Him and Caleb were doing something weird, printing. I can't remember exactly, but it had to do with printing for the consoles and the game, printing actually the pictures of the games on the shirts, and they were selling them different places.
Interesting.
There's something out there that they were doing.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to print for Nintendo or something someday.
Now, they didn't print for Nintendo. There was just this niche market of fans who wanted these certain games printed, and they were printing for them.
Interesting.
Is that World of Warlocks or something?
World of Warcraft.
Yeah, he's a Warcraft guy.
World of Warlocks sounds better though.
Yeah. I think Alan said that he would play that like 10 hours straight if he could.
Yeah.
And he's been doing that for years. I'm like, are you some like, what level are you, type thing? Because
some of these people build their character up and then they can sell them for like insane amount of money.
Yeah. So I was something you'll know about me. I love Diablo.
Oh,
Diablo 2 was my thing, and Alan loves Diablo. So you could build up the characters, the barbarians, the necromancers, and build them up to a certain level. You can only go to 99. But I mean, I was never that good, and I never stayed onto it. But talking about building up a character and selling it,
yeah, definitely.
That's one.
Or you get it stolen and stuff, and you're all tore up.
Someone could maybe hack you. I don't know.
Cyber hack you.
But sticking to screen printing, you can print. There's a group out there that Alan was printing for. and it was pretty interesting what they were
Well,
doing.
there's got to be all kinds of clubs and
Yeah.
stuff like that, when it comes to that.
I mean,
And you
I-
might have to do it like kind of, on the, under the
DL.
table type
Yeah.
thing, right?
I print my own AZ Retro Gaming. That's my other TikTok. I print that, and it's like a silhouette of Arizona, and then it's basically a Link from Zelda, but I've kind of remade them.
Yeah.
And I make those shirts, and actually that's what I have a shirt of the month every month.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
And that's the shirt of the month for this month. So people that buy it, I'll send it out to
Yeah.
them.
And yeah, like I said, I saw this other, I'm like, oh, holy crap, he's got a whole other channel with 30,000 plus people just on this. Which way is it going to go?
You never know. Yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be weeks where I'm like doing the video game thing hard and no screen printing stuff, and then this week I'm like, oh, screen printing stuff. And,
Yeah. And your lives have helped build your channel too.
Oh yeah. I've had a few lives where I've got 10,000 people in watching me print live, showing the equipment and asking me questions, and just tapping away on.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that more. I did some before this show, but yeah, that's really good. I'm gonna employ that for sure. I was doing a live. I think did you walk in? I was doing a live.
Yeah, I've done.
And then he turned around and walked out. He looked at it and said, "Fuck it."
I was doing a live earlier today. I was filming you guys, and I
that's cool.
probably had like 500 people on there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I want to get the Meta glass. So I bought some of those Meta glasses, Ray-Bans. I want to employ those or use those in some of our lives, but we
be
still
cool.
gotta try and figure that out and knock out the kinks.
Yeah, it's Instagram and Facebook only because Meta are jerks.
True.
But anything else you got to add to it? Any other questions you got? I mean, that's
I have a question. Can I just take a small 5-minute nap?
5 minute right here.
no. We got to go. You got to keep on pushing.
My sister, who's also originally from Arizona, she told me that she brought us a tincture that will give us all a little boost. It's nothing,
Tincture.
nothing nefarious, but like a elderberry, energy boost or something.
Nice.
Well, you don't have to. I'm just saying.
You take it first, and we'll come back in a
there you
half
go.
hour.
Exactly.
And see how it goes.
It was the acid.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on and talking to us. It's good to meet you. I'm glad we were able to get you some of the stuff from Texsource, like the posters, and hopefully the squeegee at some point.
Yeah.
At some point.
And
But
we
thanks
will get this art thing out there because I know you could hustle and there's a lot of good stuff in that art thing. So I'm excited.
Yeah. I'll have my I have classes, so I'll be showing that to all the people that come to my classes.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming on and talking to us. And again, I'm glad.
Thanks for being patient too. We're running through people.
Thanks for pushing our stuff. I mean, and actually you two getting together on the TikTok and making all that stuff work well. That's
For sure.
good.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
All right. See you guys.